faster and get in out of breaks.
Are you happy with where you are, just in terms of your development? Do you feel like you've gotten the most out of this, and you feel like the best is about to happen?
Yeah, I feel like I've grown tremendously over, like, this is my third spring, so these past 3 years, I feel like I've grown a lot. So I'm really just excited for this upcoming year and see what we can do on the field.
Deshaun said you guys are still doing some modified version of a competition this spring that you guys have had. Where are you at in the rankings so far? You said Nestor might be ahead.
Nestor's had a good spring. He had a couple of picks, but I had a pick today, pick 6 today, so that might have bumped me up a little bit. So I'll probably give myself on like 3 or 4 right now. Got to come back for the last week.
Didn't you win it last year?
Yeah, I did win it last spring.
So you're
actually
defending
yeah, I think I did.
You were right there, right?
Yeah, it was me and
It
Coop.
was you and
Actually,
Coop.
I think Coop got me last spring, but
Did you go to Coop's pro day yesterday? Did you watch him?
oh yeah, when I was out here watching, he looked really good in and out of his breaks. He ran pretty well, so excited for him coming up April.
You'll eventually do one of those. I mean, does it help going to it and watching it?
Yeah, you know what to expect. Like, it's a lot of things you can see on TV at the combine. It's obviously a lot of pressure for the time building up. So I feel like it's a good relief for him, and then when I get there, it'll be a good relief for me as well.
Some of that stuff, though, like the garage, probably did that in 3rd and 4th grade, didn't it? It seems like a lot of it. I'm not saying it's recess, but you know what I mean. It's not football, but does that maybe make it easier, less pressure?
A little less pressure since you know what to expect. Like, you've obviously done things before, so just going out there, you're obviously having fun. A lot of guys who've already played with us, just watching you accomplish your goals. So.
When you look at the vision of what you're doing now at safety versus when you first got to Iowa, how much has there been a growth and maybe a slowdown of the game?
It's definitely. I've definitely grown so much just growing up as a player on and off the field. So just learning everything, and then the speed of the game definitely slowed down. When I first got there, it was like a track meet out there, just trying to keep up. But throughout the springs and the fall camps, definitely helped the game slow down. Obviously, playing throughout the season helped the game slow down. So just going out there and just setting your keys and going to make plays.
I know in Phil's defense, every position you have to be at your marker. It doesn't matter. Okay, if you got 2 by 1, you've got to be here in this call and everything like that. How difficult was it when you were a freshman coming in versus, what are you like now? I mean, now is it just second nature, or do you have to think still when you're going out there?
Now it's probably a little more second nature. Like, you see things, you know where to line up right away. When you first get here, it's like it's mind-boggling. Just everything is going so fast. So you really, that first year, you just want to learn where you need to be and just keep growing throughout your first year. And it really helps you grow throughout the time of year.
How excited were you when everybody around you came back? The Avengers kind of assembled behind you again with you.
I was actually super excited. I was glad to have the guys back. Obviously, we had a really top-tier defense last year, so something we're excited to have this fall and the success we can bring to the field.
Did you have a feeling everybody was coming back?
I had a little hunch when they said if one person comes back, they'll all come back. So when the first one came, I was just excited to see them all come back. So.
What's the next level for this unit? I mean, 2 years ago, or 2 or 3 years ago, you guys are like 25 interceptions a game. Last 2 years, you guys have held opponents to the fewest yards per play of any team in the country. Where can this defense go next level?
Obviously, we want to keep raising the standard every year, so we just want to keep the yards per play at a minimum. And obviously, we had a lack of turnovers last year, so we want to up that again and just continue out there having fun.
We heard a couple of players talk